3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
Hey!
Welcome to session 26 of Plymouth Rock. Let's start off. We're going around the virtual table. Kiza.
Hi, Kisva here on campaign on Twitter, NHP_heartbreak on TikTok. And I believe our question for today was what we're going to do once this is over. What our characters are going to do once this is over. I think Akizva is going to go to not jail, but a jail-like structure. That is my sneaking suspicion, is that he's not getting out of this one. Aside from that, I think he's going to do what all I think he's going to teach.
Teach? Okay.
Those who can't teach, and he cannot.
But he tried. He tried his best.
Tried his best.
So what are you gonna go to jail for?
Yes. I think they'll pin it on me.
Okay.
I think whatever happens, I think I'll be the patsy. I'll go down for it.
And then you'll be incarcerated and sent to a crack and trade prison.
I think he'll end up disgraced in somewhere on the long rim, just hauling ice.
It's because he hasn't told us what nefarious plans he has. Like,
yeah.
You've kind of what? I can't see them pinning all this shit on you. There's so many bigger names on this planet that have done shit.
We could you could pin on multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Pin on all of you guys. All right, Big Boozo.
It's a siege fault on the hell site previously known as Twitter, but I escaped to Blue Sky now.
Is it better?
Okay.
It's
empty for now.
Growing.
That and being a previously in recovering Baldur's Gate 3 addict, now my timeline is just hot tiefling women and mechs. Worse things have happened. Anyways, Big Buso honestly is probably going to just tidy up, wash his hands of this, and just fucking leave. He'll probably go to a nice, I don't know, whatever the equivalent of like a vacation planet or resort station is for the Umfikane, and just be like, well, that was a fucking trip. And if he hears that Akizwa got arrested, he'll probably laugh at you and be like, what the fuck? This is like that one time on Ancient Earth that what was it? That one fucking boat liner that like crashed in Italy or whatever, and they tried to pin it all on the
Costa Concordia?
Yeah, that they tried to pin it on the fucking driver that couldn't even speak English, and they were like, show up at court. Okay, wink. And he just never showed up at court. They followed him to like the Philippines. Were like, no, you have to show up in court. He was like, I'll show up in court. Wink. Like, if Akizva doesn't pull some shit like that, Big Buso will be incredibly disappointed in you. Never send you another Christmas card ever again.
Sounds like it's like the beginnings of Ocean's 11. You go find Akizva and you bring him back. All right, Riho.
Yeah, Riho. I'm a bubblegum titan on the internet. My real name is Clara, I guess. Riho would... So, like, the problem with asking this question right now is that she's about to go into a wrestling match that could sincerely change her entire future. So, but in an ideal world, I think she would like to actually settle down and help this planet rebuild, and also found like a wrestling promo with like representatives from all the different nations.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yes.
No more diplomacy. We have wrestling.
Oh my god.
Exactly. It would be G Gundam all over again.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Riho has solved diplomacy. Akizva is in shambles.
That is like a good plan behind G Gundam. That's very dope. And now I gotta go read the timeline for G Gundam and see if we can make that happen.
Oh no.
It makes no sense. Don't do it. They have a kangaroo Gundam.
I mean, there's a lot of different people.
It's so
here.
good.
And this planet seems to like a lot of violence. So, all right, Valari, Rico.
hey, I'm Ryan Williams. I play Federico Celedon. I guess if you want, you can follow me at Twitter at Even More Ryans, or sorry, the website formerly known as Twitter, even though the URL still says that.
Oof.
What Rico, I think we've established that Rico, after the end of this, has to become an illegal arms dealer because he has agreed to stop developing his shield technology, but he's not doing that shit. So he's just gonna do it illegally.
You mean all the shield technology that's currently wrapped up in Noah right now?
Yeah.
So it's not arms technically. Is it shield, but it's military grade shields. So yeah, I think that's where he's going to be doing that. I don't know. It might be too easy for him to be found on this planet, so he might have to go to a new planet. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Depends how well this next stuff goes.
Yeah, I have to go somewhere else. Actually, that's really cool. That immediately made me think of Lord of War, that Nicolas Cage movie, which is really shit. Where you put a gun.
It might be really shit, but it has an amazing opening. The life of a bullet opening, like you should just search for that opening alone.
Yeah, I remember it. It was really good. Yeah, it was really good. Damn, I gotta watch that movie now. I just remember Nicolas Cage being a shitty actor though.
He's
snap.
No, you
coming
can't
out with the
understand
hard-hitting
him, man.
opinions. You can only find these hard-hitting movie takes here on Plymouth Rock.
Yeah, Plymouth Rock is now a film bro podcast.
No, I don't want to be a movie guy.
It's too late. You're a part of this conversation.
No.
It's very tempting.
Black letter media over here.
It's very tempting. Okay, cool. And then Trey, Ukuwa Station, the Twitters, and yeah, let's get this stuff started. So where you guys were last time is that you were at the Caliphate of Pisha, where things were closing on up between you all and the twins. You had a summit with them in the Chamber of the Twins, had some talks, had some agreements, had some arguments, had some concessions. And I think the things that you guys came out with, let me read my notes, is that, let me see here. I'm not sure how. I thought I wrote them down somewhere.
We made like a deal with the devil, kinda.
You definitely did. Oh, yeah, I know what they were. Let me go to my other notepad thingy.
Which I believe is the other reason that we want to race for Plymouth Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, so backing for Gyan Sola and Yanto C, who they want you all to essentially at the summit, in whatever way you guys participate, they want you all to back them and give them advocate for their dominion over the system, the planet. And then Harash, Pisha, pretty much wanted Ilvana de Leon dead. It says public here, but it doesn't have to be public. He just wants her taken out because she's bad. Ilvana de Leon, yeah. Her.
Yeah.
Not
Considering that
To me,
the most that she's done for us is given us a boat. I don't care.
And that boat gift was a gift filled with lies and deceit, because the whole reason for it was to get us out of the town so that they could do bad shit.
Pretty much.
It's a boat of lies.
That was pretty much it, I think. And then the other thing was that we're organizing some stuff for Riho's wrestling match in Chiboti City. So that's where we'll pick up, is with Riho already gone to Chiboti City on say a private flight or something like that. And the rest of you three are back at the Caliphate of Pisha. And I remember, Kiza, you were researching some stuff about the Plymouth Rock, and it would take you would essentially miss Riho's match.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, cool. So maybe let's pick up with you. As I would say, let me see, who would you be with? Probably just some scientist in the Caliphate of Pisha.
Either that or maybe Harash. I'm trying to trick him into slipping up and providing more info about Plymouth Rock.
I would say Harash is probably pretty busy. He wouldn't be in the lab. You would probably be doing stuff with him. Like, as he's
I'd be going
walking
out, like, we'd be going playing golf and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get him to spill the beans.
I would say you're probably walking through one of the courtyards outside of the Chamber of Twins as he's instructing some folks to clean up some of the wreckages, and he's reviewing data pads of the assailants, these apparent mercenaries that were hired to attack the capital here. And as he's kind of sifting through these things, he kind of looks at you. He says, "They hired these weak mercenaries. Who do you think we are? They could have done better."
I think it's just a measure that they've taken to manage the diplomatic fallout of a direct attack on the capital. They're trying to get plausible deniability through military contractors.
Yes, I agree. Though we are to leave for the summit, I would hope you will remember your words to me. We want Yvonne de Leon dead.
I understand.
So what is it that you need? My time is short.
I just need to know more about the origin of this conflict, and obviously I'd love to know anything you can tell me about Plymouth Rock, but I understand that that's proprietary technology of the Caliphate.
I think he'll tell you. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys agreed to that. You guys got them to tell you everything. So yeah. What he'll tell you is, I'll just summarize it. Is that on Yakto's dagger there is he'll describe it as like a gateway to the Plymouth Rock. But he suspects it was destroyed in the with the island exploding, which he also suspects was a convenient way to blame the deaths of many people on you all, but also to destroy this thing that the Caliphate was under their control. And he'll note that if you want to go to the Plymouth Rock, you'll have to find this place, go underneath, and see if the gateway's still working. Otherwise, it's inaccessible.
All right, so we'll have to go into Yakto's dagger in order to try to gain access.
Yep, it's like under the island.
That's good. If my understanding of the way that this technology was deployed by Mfakane, and if it's anything like Kolkol Khan, we can use our encounter with Kolkol Khan to maybe have some anticipation of what this area is going to be like.
Yes, I'd say that's reasonable. Though I've never been on the machine myself. I even heard rumor that Mfakane found it here. Not something they designed. There was, as you know, it's the vestiges of the not vestiges rather, but like the prototypical, not prototypical, like the original Kolkol Khan NHP, whatever. And so he'll say like, it was the original line of that NHP that took over, that controlled Djibouti. But I fear it's something different.
Well, any data that you can provide will make sure that we're successful in our mission. However, I have my doubts that you'll be able to hold up your end of the bargain and buy as much time as you can by arguing at the summit in good faith.
And as you say that, he pulls up a data pad and kind of shows you. I agree, and he kind of shows you like who's registered and confirmed showing up. And it's 2 members from the House of Smoke, which are House Lord Bella and Lord Reyes, that are coming with Ivana de Leon. And then there's 2, and not 2, there's more than 2. It's like a group of warriors, Espada warriors from the House of Karai, which is a noble baronic house in the House of Smoke, that are coming with Nicole Kriya. And he'll say, Ivana makes her move. There are many from the Karakan chaired barons proper who come here. They come bringing claims of turmoil here with King Manuel Yemez dead, I fear our argument will fall silent, which is why I will resort to violence if need be.
I understand. Well, just take heed of the fact that they set a trap for us on Yakto's dagger once and sprang it with nary a consequence. So who's to say that they won't do it again? We need to be on our guard. Don't go for the throat and expose yourself.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just say this. Understood. I've sent my caciques to lay at the coast ground, undersea, under the coastline, just in case there's need for attack. Just know when you all venture on, you'll have the backing of the Caliphate. So he's pretty much got like mechs pilots that are under the water on the outskirts of the island.
Well, good. At least we'll have some backup this time. Shit, that's probably what we should have done initially.
Well, let us hope we make headway with the Grand Duchy of Korea this time.
Who knows? Maybe they'll even agree to the peace agreement. Wouldn't that be nice?
Who knows? Either way, Liliana dies. And then he goes off to go do some other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there. She's got to go.
So you want to do anything else? You can continue to like hang out with him and stuff, but
Nope. I think he's just gonna. I guess he's just gonna follow him around while he's doing things and see if he lets anything slip. He's got to have a. He's got to have more. He's gonna slip up at some point because he's up to no good. He's got something.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll.
Let's see here. Maybe.
I'll say it's gonna be DC 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna try read a situation because I'm just there. I'm hanging out. I'm visiting dignitaries and things. We're doing handshakes ahead of this summit, but something.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm watching Harash because I think something might not be right. Dang. Yeah.
Failure. Yeah. You see him interact with and say goodbye to Gian and Nianto, the trade company and the Sea of Tiano, respectively. And yes, you don't. Nothing really sparks your entry as those two are shown off and make their way to the summit. Cool beans.
Good stuff.
All right. What are Buzo and Rico doing?
This is tough because Buso is frankly sick of the Caliphate of Pisha and everyone here. So he would either be like helping the rebuilding efforts, or he would be continuing to give like the history of this planet 101 to NHP Noah and his dollar beads.
Oh, okay. Like recording some histories.
Yeah, drunk history. That, or I would be prepping to like go sit ringside and watch Riho.
Okay. Yeah, you could totally leave from the Caliphate and go ringside in Djibouti.
Yeah.
How are the like recovery efforts going by Buso's eyes?
In the Caliphate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nothing to the scale of like what was going on in Djibouti City. So this is like a section of the main capital that was damaged. So it's maybe the numbers of like tens of broken buildings and maybe like tens of people that are been hurt or killed. So
was it mostly government buildings that were hurt?
There was some damage in the markets, and then there was some destroyed stuff at the docks, and then of course there was the capital that was assaulted. But it's mostly most of it is just damage to structures and infrastructure.
I will trust they have it well in hand, and I'm gonna go be Riho's ringside insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. Remind me, Riho's match is in person, not in a mech, correct?
Yeah, it's in person. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I was gonna do some sneaky shit to her mech. Try to give her an unfair advantage.
That's rude.
That is rude.
It's very on brand, though.
No, instead, yeah, I think Rico doesn't right now is just kind of antsy and doesn't really have a lot to do right now. So he's just kind of like getting ready for the match. He's also going to go watch Riho fight, and I think he's just sort of tries to. Now he's started like now he feels like he's really perfected. Finally, he's sort of shielding technology, and now he's finally coming to terms with like, okay, if I'm going to actually like get this on the market, because like his whole goal is that he wants it out there. He wants people using it. He wants his name on things that people are using. So he's doing a little research like on how to start a business and shit like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How do you start a business in a post-scarcity society?
I feel like he just filed some
You
paperwork.
get them. You sell ideas. You sell ideas. And
Yeah.
vibes.
He wants to get the licenses up where people can get them in a way where he won't be immediately sued and or killed by Harrison Armory because he just agreed to not do that.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know how in depth it's going to be, but that's like he would do that at least a little bit.
I would say maybe someone from the trade company of Bria. So Gyeonso is a part of like a rebel faction, but they're from the trade company, so they're all about that business and that shipping and stuff. Gyeon's not there anymore because they left. But maybe one of their chief attendants take note of you kind of either researching or talking. They just take notes of you, whatever you're doing, right? And they're like, Rico, that is your name, correct?
Correct. I don't believe we've met.
No.
What is your name?
Names aren't important. I am on a special missive from Gyeonsola. We've made notice of your prowess and ability to manipulate the technology you wield in battle. You see, we're at the trade company. We could always use a one-up over our competitors within the company against Chinweo Kinki, the administrator. If we are to succeed, we need people like yourself able to invent new ways around situations. I wanted to talk more. Gyeon wanted to talk more about adopting you into our fold.
That can be arranged. Obviously, we all have some more business to attend to first before we can seriously be thinking about that, but we will talk later, I think. I would like that.
Well, I was instructed to give you this contract here. Look it over. It's many pages. It'll take you years to read. But when you've read it in total, get back to us. We'll be eagerly awaiting your reply. You get a contract that essentially says you'll be the proprietary dealer of hard light technology. They don't really know how to describe it. They just describe it in general terms, but it's your technology to them in the trade company of Bria.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. He scrolls through like the first page and is like, he was not joking. This would literally take me years to read.
Yeah, it looks pretty complex.
Rico's gonna put that away, but
right.
put it in a way that is easy to find later.
All right, file it away.
Got some Control F to do later.
All right. As you do that, you get calmed in, and Buzo, you get calmed in by Oscar, and they're both like, "The ship is leaving soon. Are you all headed to Djibouti?" I'm telling them to wait. We can leave without you if you have your own way.
I mean,
Now let's go. As long as we can bring our machines.
yeah, I load up my mech and some beer.
All right.
And I guess some rum because we're in a Caribbean themed system.
It's themed.
So yeah, it is. So yeah, you all bring your mech to the docks, to your airship, where you see Oscar and Okuli, and those are pretty much the only two folks you know. There seems to be a lot of other people boarding the ship, many of them with some paraphernalia that states Riho and with exclamation marks. As it seems like a lot of people here are also going to this wrestling match in Djibouti City. It's the first really, really cool thing that's happened since all the bad things have happened. So A lot of people, a lot of folks coming. And then Akiza, you, as you're probably like doing what you're doing, kind of walk around, you probably start to see like promotional material kind of like pop up on a lot of TVs around the Caliphate. So I think it's kind of like Rio's match. That's in Tripoli City, across the docks. You see a camera kind of pan across the docks. You see ships of like of people just kind of chanting like yeah, because there's not a lot of seating around the area.
Are there air horns?
Yeah, I'll say
Excellent.
that. Yeah. And there's also kind of like on the TV and like the radios, various media, multimedia, a lot of skeptical media about will their attack be coming? Who knows? Like this is a large gathering of people. So many bad things have befallen the system lately.
True.
And it was
Maybe I should watch this fight from inside my mech.
wasn't it going to be on like the outskirts of a dock, basically?
Yeah. So the camera will show like a bunch of ships that they don't have a lot of the city hasn't been cleaned up to a point where you can host a wrestling match in a stadium or whatever. So like there's just a bunch of ships with docks, with people on top of them that people like are just watching the thing from.
Oh, people are watching from the ships. That's cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And we have a live band.
Yes. I forgot to get the song.
I paid my life for this band.
I still have a song. I have the old song. Damn, I should have used I should have downloaded the other recording. I couldn't find out where it was. Oh well.
Rip. While if I have permission to, just because I don't know, I'm there in a massive war machine, I would like to go around the perimeter and just pop off my turret drones around the perimeter.
Oh, in Djibouti?
Yeah, around the wrestling ring. I am the impromptu bouncer because I kind of want to see this through.
Let us take you all from the Caliphate, leaving Akiza behind to go do his investigation stuff.
Sorry, Akiza, we got to do ratchet shit.
He's gonna watch from a sports bar.
Yep.
And let's see here.
Akiza doesn't know what a sports bar is.
Let me see it.
Any bar is a sports bar if you put a sport on TV somewhere.
He would show up to a sports bar and be like, "May I see your cocktail menu, sir?"
Sometimes their signature cocktails are really good. It just depends on where you go.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, as you all arrive into Djibouti City, you see it's nighttime, and you see a city lit up by amber lights and a massive kind of situation going on at the northern docks. And then there's a bunch of light and a bunch of like kind of TV news cameras kind of and helicopters kind of like going on over above. And you all see this. An eruption, Buzo. As you're around the area, you hear an eruption of crowd and people kind of moving about. And let me read this. News choppers blaze high above. Spotlights glare off in the distance. People cheer from building. That's very loud. People cheer in from buildings broken and standing. DSEC mech pilots stand in sentinel pattern mech platforms, eating popcorn from their popped hatches. The soul of Djibouti cries out in anger, frustration, and joy and jubilee because today, amidst the pain they felt the cities endured, this day is a special one, a place to put emotions rather than eat them. Today is a galaxy-renowned wrestler and peacemaker, and Lancer Lancer steps out to fight her heart out and be the vessel for everyone's weight. And then you can hear the city kind of cheer and cacophony as you're kind of walking around Buzo. You hear a bunch of Rihos, really off far in the distance because you're just kind of walking around the docks.
Super.
And yeah, you see a shit ton of ships that are just like, I mean, we're talking like maybe like hundreds of thousands of people that have kind of gathered here. Yeah. So what you doing?
Regretting that I didn't bring any of the scrap from her blown up mechs to sell here for several thousand mana.
Yeah.
Collector items.
Rico could have used that to incubate his business.
Oh man, that's true. You could have paid for the musicians that way, Riho. You could have sold off bits of your old wreck.
Genius, actually.
You could have.
Yeah,
that would mean going back to collect it though, and sometimes that was not possible.
This is true. I am mostly worming my way around the wrestling complex, I guess. And yes, apparently have 5 turret drones. So I am just gonna surround the building where this fight is taking place, and I'm going to perch up in my little comfy command center.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So it's kind of taking place. It's taking place around like 4 or 5 kind of broken buildings, and then it's just like this makeshift stage has been set up with like makeshift bleachers, but most of the fights being kind of watched from people on boats and the few people that can fit on the docks and stuff. And there's an overwhelming amount of security here, and like maybe around like, I don't know, like 60 or so choppers kind of flying around above, kind of taking note and recording the stuff. I would say you're probably kind of half in one of the, there's not a lot of room for you on the docks. So you're probably half in like one of like the levee areas where the water's kind of...
Yeah, I was going to say, can I be like a goofy sea serpent in this case?
Yeah, I would say you're in between where the people on the docks are watching the wrestling match. Maybe you're 200 yards from that, and then the ships that could come as close as they could, you're maybe like 300 yards or 400 yards from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
So yeah, and it looks pretty. I mean, it's loud as shit, and there's a bunch of people kind of walking around and like little small boats coming from the dock to the ships and stuff, looking for like personal seats. You get calmed in by Fatun, and she will say, Buzo, it is quite the spectacle here. Is this all safe, we reason?
It seems disingenuous to say anything other than seems good, because I assume Buso right now is in like casual gear with a beer in hand, with his cockpit hatch open, just like the security guards. Like, yes?
Well, it is quite the event. I wanted to tell you, I was monitoring the comms and talking with Liliana a little bit, Ivana Yemez a little bit. I got word Liliana de Leon is here. I would anticipate some sort of display of power at some point. Nothing violent, I don't think, but you can always be surprised. Keep your wits about you.
This is ruining my little vacation. I'll do that. And I guess I'll grumpily hang up and then figure out some way with because Noah NHPs, they were like infrastructure, if I remember correctly. Like they helped manage the flow of people, and so I'm gonna ask the Noah, like, when the match starts, we'll probably keep our eyes out, but if he sees any weird suspect movements that look like they're making a beeline for the stage or something equally dramatic, let me know.
Okay. Noah does point out maybe like at least 100 notifications of too many people, improper weight on too many like impromptu structures that support people on the docks. So it's like there's too many people on some of the docks. So he lets you know that, you know, there's a chance that, you know, those things would come falling down and hurt people or whatever.
That's we'll be ready.
Nothing super serious, just like, you know.
Yeah, if the bleachers collapse or something, they'll have to use the Groot slang for stands instead.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, Noah, you shouldn't have told me that, because now I gotta work.
Everything was fine.
Now I gotta work.
Everyone is telling me that I gotta do shit, and I came here to watch 2 women beat the shit out of each other. Swear to God, I'm not a sociopath, Noah.
You do get an indication from Noah on your Groot slang. It's like a doot doot doot, almost like that Armored Core like incoming high ordnance or whatever.
Why?
It appears someone has like come up on like a little small boat and like a bunch of like teenagers and try to climb on your Groot slang to get a better view of the match. And they're just kind of waving at you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna lean out and look at him and be like, it's all good, but if I shout that I gotta go, you better get the fuck off here.
Yeah, they're popping bottles. They have no care in the world.
Well, they'll have a fucking care when this thing starts moving and a bottle comes flying at them from the cockpit.
Okay. Cool. Did you want to do
Rico?
Good.
Can Rico be like perched on top of a building nearby? Also, kind of like just like sitting in his sitting in his cockpit eating popcorn, but also, sitting in his cockpit. So,
yeah, I would say you're probably with Fatum.
Okay.
And she's there on the top of this building with you. She's got binoculars on, and you just see her. The call ending with Buzo, and she looks back at you and says, "Well, all we can do is hope for the best." And you can kind of see like towards like where the satellite, not satellites, but where like the spotlights are at, and the copter's going around. There's like a smooth fog that's rolling over the coastline and stuff. And she'll say, "Be prepared for anything. Rico."
Yeah. I was hoping to have such a good, a regular ass good time today, but now that I'm here, it's like, I feel so paranoid. But so Rico's gonna like close his cockpit and be inside it, but he's gonna use the optical zoom on his mech's sensors to be able to watch the match from up here.
What do you think your mech would pick up on? Like, what do you think you would pick up on in your mech? Like, what things going on? Like, what are you looking for, rather?
I mean, we're just trying to keep an eye out in the distance for, keep the sensors up for approaching mechs. Also, occasionally scanning the crowd, looking for people with unauthorized weaponry. Watching the skies, because that's my domain.
Give me a roll. I'm gonna say it's DC 13.
Oh boy.
It would D2 to survey, to spot, essentially.
Okay, I'm not sure I have anything relevant for that. Let me check.
Yeah, I did this when I was playing an Ukuwa Station game. I did it a little differently. You can use talents, and you can use your mech systems to give you a plus X bonus, whatever that mech system investment is.
Okay. Unfortunately, the thing that would be relevant, I feel like, would be systems, because that's like sensors. But unfortunately, I have 0 in systems.
Do you have a talent that helps you out?
I have actually I might have a talent that helps.
Not talent. I'm sorry. Trigger.
A trigger. Not really, unfortunately. I don't really have any triggers. The closest thing is like pull rank to organize the security team.
Just give me a flat roll then.
All right.
Time to be paranoid.
You can use your grit. You can use your grit, which is like 3, I think. It's like grit's a summation of like piloting experience, so it counts.
Yeah, let's do it.
Big numbers.
Nice.
Hey.
What you see off in the distance, maybe approaching from the northwest, kind of in this distance over here, are and it kind of is pretty far off. And it's the opposite direction of where Buzo's at. Not opposite, but kind of far off from Buzo. You see 4 quadcopters kind of moving at a pretty fast pace. Looks like 3 are escorting 1. So it's like a flying V with a more important quadcopter in the middle. And it's like, and they're coming in, not as like an attack maneuver or anything, but you would stand to reason that's probably a VIP. It's arriving.
I ping them for Buzo so that his mech also will acknowledge their existence.
Oh boy. Did they look like they're going to like land right in the ring or something equally as stupid?
Yeah, they look like they're going to land somewhere very close to the ring. Yeah, that's where they're headed. They're not headed to any like teleport or anything, or like copter, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Telepaths, yeah.
Yeah, what do you call
Rico,
it?
you can
Telepath,
fly.
telepath, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to just sort of like boost up in front of them and try to hail them.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Because all I can do from
hello.
the ground is shoot them.
Okay.
You are approaching the airspace of a civilian event. Please identify yourselves.
You get a response back from one of the pilots is, "We need not identify ourselves. We're from the GDK. This is our territory. We are completely within our right and reason to be here. We're escorting Elvana de Leon. We mean you no harm. For a simple parley. If you check your itineraries, Elvania is scheduled to speak after the events today."
He doesn't say this into the like he like lets go of a chat button or push to talk, and he's like, "Huh. Speak after the event. I feel like Riho would have had to like approve that or something. I don't know." And he speaks to them and just says, "All right, very well. Approach with caution and please be careful where you land."
Very well. Stand aside.
I'm just
Buso
alerting
be aware
the
of all
security
this?
forces that Ivana de Leon is here and to keep an eye on her.
Oh my god. As soon as you approve that shit, you get a loud message from Buso being like, "This isn't a fucking diplomatic gathering. Why are you making this work?"
I mean, if you got in a fight here, it would start an altercation with a whole bunch of people around.
You should have sent her to the fucking island. There are so many better places that you could have done this, Rico. You get no rum.
Shit.
Alrighty.
Now I'm salty.
Well, you know, diplomat stuff, you know. Let me see. Where am I? Okay, cool. And so, with you all doing things, and probably kids are watching from all the way to the Caliphate of Pisha, Riho, you find yourself in the midst of a makeshift kind of like a locker room. It looks like to be in this was once a moderately destroyed, blown out restaurant. It is now servicing as a impromptu locker room for your preparations. You know, Katra is on the other side of this this building, this larger kind of like restaurant or whatever. And then here with you are some promoters from Blimpie, and they're constantly checking on you, constantly checking on Katra, which you would assume you don't have like eyes shot of her or ear shot of her. But they're in here kind of like making sure preparations are sounding good for you. So what are you doing?
Riho is she's stretching, she's prepping. She knows that like if you're gonna go in and you're gonna give a good performance, it takes a lot of endurance. So she's doing a lot of like almost meditative breathing while also like just preparing her mind and body for the match.
Okay. As you're doing these preparations, you get the sense that someone is watching you from behind.
She will do nothing. She's gonna keep doing her preparations until they speak up.
Famous last words.
They say, "You know, Riho, I'm not past the mind of killing you right now." She waits for you to. It's Katra.
But then you wouldn't get the public show that you've been wanting this whole time. I don't believe that for a minute.
You're so right. Then I would miss such a good fight. Then I would miss the opportunity to shame you. She, she was like, then I miss the opportunity to shame you. We wouldn't want that to happen, huh?
Riho will turn around and look her dead in the eyes and just say, "I hope that you can shame me."
I will do my best. And she blows you a kiss and turns around and is like, "See you in the ring, Riho." Taking your, like saying it as you would say it.
Riho's gonna shoot her some finger guns as she walks away.
Yeah, she walks away. And Katra looks like she's recently had some modifications done to her to take. She usually had bone blades. She looks like she has taken them out, and not to let's get off the impression that she would use them in a fight against you. She's trying to fight this incredibly fair.
Aw, my girl. I'm so proud.
Okay. So Riho, not long after that, you will be escorted to the stadium, which look like this. As you see a rage of blazing fans, frothy fans, cheering your name, Riho, Riho. And you kind of look around the periphery. You see a bunch of ships with people on top of them. And you maybe catch an eye of Buzo, kind of screaming, Riho, Riho. Not Buzo, but the people on the ships or whatever.
The Groot slang's bobbing.
Yeah. Okay. And you see an empty ring, but it's about to be. Katja's climbing into the ring as you kind of look into the ring, and she looks kind of like triumphant in a way, and she's kind of measuring to the crowd, like pump up the volume, even though they're not chanting her name. She's like, pump up the volume. She's like, yes, and then maybe someone gives her a mic, and so it's like, and she says, yes, you all here for Riho, all here for her demise. You may not know me, but I will put this former terrorist down for you all. I'm sure there are skepticisms. I will be your avenger. I will be Djibouti's champion, Tiano's champion, Katra Sinclair, heavy gear. And then she says, Riho, are you scared? Come.
All right. Riho is still in her cutesy little white jacket with like the frills and shit, like in her character art. And this is how she comes into the arena. So she walks in, and like as she's entering, she kind of like unbuttons the two like extra large buttons on her little jacket and sort of drops it behind her as she gets to the corner of the ring, and then she climbs up over the all the way up to the top of one of the poles on the corner. And pumps her fist at all directions of the crowd before she like vaults over the top of the top rope and actually lands in the arena with Katra.
Nice. You want to give me like a roll to see how boss you came into the ring. The DC is gonna be 9.
All right. Show off seems appropriate.
That sounds good. Take an accuracy because you and your promoters organize all this. And as you kind of land into the ring, your fireworks go off from Blimpy. 11. Nice.
That was close. I was scared for a minute.
A pass is a pass.
And so you land, and as you land, kind of Katra walks up to you and has the mic and hands it over to you, and she says, kind of selling to you, make it a speech that the whole planet can hear, Riho. I know you can say things. Well, I hope you can say things better than I can. And she passes you the mic. And she kind of taps her arm and turns around like, ah!
Oh God, I hate speeches. This entire character puts me out of my comfort zone, I'm pretty sure. No, Riho. All of these, like, you gotta make a speech moments. I'm like, fuck, are you serious? Why did I play a face character?
Channel your inner macho man.
Yeah, focus on one thing and speak to that.
So Riho's looking out over the crowd, and she's seeing all these people, like, standing on the ships, and at first she just kind of is gonna like put up a hand and sort of like hold it up there and just sort of like greet all of them.
They all go crazy. They say speech.
She's gonna start. People of Djibouti, the reason I've called you all here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing any of that bullshit. This ain't no normal speech. We know why we're here today, right? Frankly, every single person on this planet has been going through hell. People that we know, people that we love, have died, have been hurt. There's people that we know and love still out there trying to make this world better for every single one of us. But you know what? I am glad that every single one of you is here with us right here, that we're all here together. Now let's have some fun.
Fuck yeah! You get a resounding kind of like crowd and cheers from everyone around. And Katra walks up to you and kind of like opens it up for a hug. And then if you want to embrace it, and then she'll
Yes, I'm going in for the hug. I get to hug the giant woman.
she'll hug you, and she says, "I'm not gonna make this easy for you." And she'll step back.
Riho's just gonna wink at her and give her the finger guns.
All right. Katja goes to her corner. You go to her corner. We hear the blazing crowd of people around you all. And how do you want to do this, Riho? We can just fade to black, or we can like make it spicy.
Define spicy, like rolls, because like I want to know if I fuck up.
Because if we fade to black, you win. But if we roll, there's a possibility that you could lose your title belt, and Katra's gonna take it over.
I want to know how this turns out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you agree you were supposed to throw the match anyway?
Let's go.
It's supposed to be a real match now.
Yeah, because
okay.
Rio essentially saved Katra. Like Rio, you guys could have killed Katra in combat. When she was,
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
A few times.
And so this time they agreed that this could be a fair match. So
will Big Vegeta actually get their W?
Yeah, so or Igazu if you want to go like very
man, fuck that guy.
I like that guy. All right. So yeah, Katra's in her corner, Riho. She's kind of pumped up and taking off all of her kind of fanfare paraphernalia or whatever, and is ready to roll. So this is how this is going to work, very similar to last time. You're going to have 5 rolls. You need to succeed at 3 of them to succeed at the match. And they're going to be like different kind of stages of the fight. The kind of the fanfare beginning to like cheer up the crowd and kind of like rabble rouse or whatever. The next one's going to be like initial like exchanges. Next 3 are going to be initial exchanges, and the last one's going to be like the closer. So
cool.
So for
wait,
the first
that speech doesn't count as the riling of the crowd.
Nah,
God damn it!
That was no, definitely not. So for the first roll, Katra kind of starts in and starts to kind of like pump up the crowd and like flexing, and then kind of like maybe even coming up to you a little bit and kind of like just standing over you and staring down on you like one of those like MMA like women fighters or whatever that are like super intimidating. But give me a roll to see how well you kind of resist it or just kind of like stun on her. I think it's going to be DC 12.
Okay, I feel like what I want to roll is charm, because Riho is gonna go like cutesy mode and emphasize how much smaller she is than her opponent to really get the crowd excited about how like unfair this matchup is.
Okay, let me play this song actually.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm explaining to Noah the difference between a face and a heel.
There, that's a better song.
Oh no, I fucked that up though. I fucked that up.
Damn.
Yikes.
Yeah, with that, you get Katra even kind of disrespecting you, and she's being kind of dirty as you kind of like stand up above her. She kind of pushes you back with her hand on your forehead, and then kind of like has put her leg behind your leg, and it causes you to fall down to the ground. She says, "The match is over. Look at this. She can't even maintain her balance. Is this really your hero? Someone you will lift up?" And she is just declaring her championship at this point. Like, why should we fight? So that's one failure.
Great. Doing great.
This girl was dying of radiation poisoning like 48 hours ago.
I'm a really good doctor.
So the next one is actually the start of the fight. You can attack her. Her back's kind of turned, and she's just kind of like goading on your attack. But she knows you're probably gonna attack her, but she don't give a fuck. She's gonna be like, whatever.
All right, so Riho is going to skip back over onto the ropes, and she's gonna climb up the ropes and use like the leverage of like the given the ropes or whatever to give herself some extra like spring, and she is gonna jump on top of Katra like she's trying to jockey her.
Like, this reminds me of like from Street Fighter 2, the movie where Cammy like took out that one diplomat person. She like, okay, you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
All I remember about that is Bison.
It's called a hooligan move. She like landed on their necks and like twisted or whatever. All right. Anyways, dude, give me a roll. It's accuracy, because that's the way you describe it with using the ropes. And I say it's gonna be 10. DC.
Okay, I'm gonna go with show off because this is so unnecessary.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Big
God.
numbers.
The crit.
Finally.
Thank God.
With a natural 20, not natural 20, with a 20, let's make a clock thing here. Boom. I'm actually going to give you 2 successes on a 20. As you bump off the ropes, launch yourself, kind of, you're jumping on Katra?
Yep, I'm trying
Okay.
to jockey her.
All right. All right, so you jump on top of her, you land with like, kind of like, your knees pointing the same way as her face, and like you kind of land right on her shoulders, and you have like a firm lock on her head, like you could pull back or whatever and have complete control on what you're doing. And Katra's trying to like pull you off and like get you off. He's like, not again, Riho. So yeah, that is 2 successes. You need 3 successes to win, or you can't fail 3 more times. So the next one is you trying to like take advantage of this position that you're in.
So Riho's gonna try and basically, she's gonna like tighten her thighs around Katra's face and kind of try and like backflip her onto the mat and like pin,
Ooh.
like, yeah,
Oh, nasty.
pin her with her
You're
legs.
gonna make her very top heavy, and you're gonna break her back.
That's the plan. Yep.
Nice. This sounds complicated, so I'm gonna say this is this happened last time too. If you guys remember your last fight, you had got on top of her head, and then you were wailing on her, and Katra went down. So Katra's gonna expect this. So this is gonna be difficult. And
But last time I was punching her. Last time I was just wailing on her with my fists. This time I'm trying to like pin her.
It's the same position. She understands what's probably gonna happen. So it's
She
gonna
will not
difficult.
be jockeyed again.
I'll make the roll 10. The DC is 10, but it's gonna be difficult. So you have 1 difficulty on it.
Okay. Take control.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh, nice. With the
Oh, I
19.
made it.
Hey, got him.
You kind of lean back and you form an arch with your body and Katra's body kind of combined. As Katra eventually, her weight and her balance kind of give way, and she kind of falls back down to the mat. She kind of hits it hard or whatever. And yeah, she's like kind of like down, and she's momentarily like out of like her wits, like a little like not unconscious, but like a little dazed or whatever, as she falls down to the ground. That's another success. Wait, that's the last success. Wait,
I did it.
Because you can't fail. You can't fail now.
You should have made it just be a regular success or something. You
Oh,
fool.
well, we'll make
Whoops.
it another one. We'll add another segment to
We
this.
can keep
podcast.
fighting. It's fine.
You should have just gone through all 5 and be like, oh, whoever gets the most successes.
Oh, that would still like Riho would win at 3, but whatever. So yes, Katra's down on the ground, and she if she's gonna try and get back up and kind of like and regain her senses, but you can go in for the pin if you want to. I'm gonna make it a 17 though.
Ooh.
She's a big.
Okay. Well, Riho's taking advantage of her very muscular thighs right now to try and maintain control of this
Okay.
this match. So she's basically gonna like sit up so she can try and put like I don't know how to say it, but like lean forward over like onto Katra so that she can like keep her shoulders like pinned.
Oh, okay.
So she's
I
not
got
letting
it.
go of her legs. She's just like trying to get flexible with it.
Got it.
I guess.
Got it. Let's see your roll. I think 17 sounds high. Let's do 15. Yeah. I'm taking
Okay,
accuracy.
I'm
Taking accuracy.
Doing take control again.
That sounds good. Ooh.
Hey. She can't be stopped.
Can't stop.
With that, Riho,
Damn.
you took advantage of the situation where Katra was like momentarily out of it, and you kind of position yourself in a way to also like kind of restraining her and pinning her at the same time. Katra momentarily kind of tries to reach up and kind of reach for your throat to kind of take she reaches to goes back into like her dirty tactics and tries to like hit you in the throat and kind of clamp your throat or whatever to like disorient you, but you're able to like restrict her arms in a way to where she just kind of reach up and can't really do it. And then we'll say there's an announcer ref kind of person because they didn't want to be in the ring with you guys because you're too dangerous. They've got her. Ryan, actually, do you want to say it? Do you want to do like the pin?
What do you want me to say?
Like the pin stuff or something?
Oh, and the very first pin, very early in the match, Riho has Katra under control. Let's see if she can keep it.
And let me see, Riho. Give me another roll just to see if you can maintain the pin.
The countdown.
DC 9.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's broken free. She can't be stopped.
Katra does manage to kind of move her arms in a way to like get away to kind of hit you kind of in the throat, but she's not able to get you off the grapple, so this pin's still going on, so your throat gets like damaged, like as she kind of wails you there. Just get off of me, Riho. This won't be over now. And give me another roll for the pin, but this is gonna be difficult. And DC is gonna be 8. I thought she fell. Nice. All right. So a pin maneuver goes on.
Scary.
Go ahead.
I was just saying that's scary.
Oh yeah.
These
So,
rolls.
You're able to kind of like restrain her, keep her down on the ground, and looks like Katra's not going to be able to get back up, as the announcer says.
Oh, a dirty fighting move right there from Katra Sinclair, but Riho just won't be stopped. She's got her in a pin yet again. Let's see if she can keep her down this time.
There we go. And the count starts going. 3, 2, 1. And Katra.
And just like that, the match is over. Riho claims victory once again. Your reigning champion, Riho!
Get the crowd start kind of cheering along, and they start erupting. We'll say this kind of played out in the course of like maybe like 20 minutes, right? So like it's like a long, kind of drawn out fight, and you get the crowd kind of throwing stuff and boozle. You get people kind of throwing stuff on your mech, and they even start kind of like trying to tear off pieces of your mech to like throw it and be like,
Yeah, good fucking luck.
Like
Rico's flashing the floodlights on his mech.
dude. Nice. And
Strobe.
then Kiza, far away in the Caliphate of Pisha, you're probably watching this in a bar. You get noodles flying everywhere, like, oh fuck yeah, Rio, yeah, she did. That little kid that was
oh boy.
good.
There's some exchanging of currency around as people are laughing, and I'm just sitting there with my drink and a sly smile because I knew the whole time that Katra didn't stand a chance.
Ooh.
You see the little kid that you all had talked to when you first came to the Caliphate that couldn't go watch the show. Probably you're in that same place, and they start like jumping up and down and be like, hell yeah. And they probably go up to you and start hugging you because you're the only person that they recognize that knows Riho.
Might be the only person they recognize because they might be a war orphan now, I guess.
Damn.
From the city gang side. Okay, good.
That's a lot. Yeah, so a lot of fanfare goes on, Riho. You pin Katja. Katja kind of gets back up as she says, "It seems you are better than me, Riho. Though the world is quite big, the galaxy is quite big. If you're looking for a partner, a teammate, I will happily volunteer my services. Of course, it's the Katra and Riho show, not the Riho and Katra show."
Riho is gonna give her a sly smile, and she is gonna like hold out a hand, like she's gonna go in for a shake.
She goes in for a shake, and she kind of brings you closer. You're like, thank you for this, Riho.
Riho's gonna take this opportunity to like pull her down, and she's gonna give her a kiss on the cheek.
Oh no,
Katra.
it's happening.
It's
Katra
happening.
Katra dies.
She
Katra
dies.
dies.
Her heart just couldn't take
Yep.
it.
One type of damage she's weak to.
Yep. Emotional damage.
Charisma, the Riz damage. Yeah, you give her, and it seems welcomed. But not shortly after that, you hear the sound of quadcopters kind of landing just on the outskirts of the arena, and then thereafter, a group of people kind of approach, and you see Ilvana de Leon climbing into the ring. And then Katra says, "If you wanted me to rip her limbs off, I would do that for you, Riho."
I don't think now's
You just
the
hear
time.
just the quiet sound of guns locking on from a distance.
There she is. That sexy lady.
I am prepared to make her stay here as unwelcome as possible. My sound system is at the ready. My blowfly is queued up.
Yeah, you see Ilvana de Leon walk into the ring, and it seems like two of her entourage were going to walk into it with her. It looks like two Karakin House of Smoke folks. So they're kind of enamored in blue, gold, and black. And she kind of holds their hand out to them and says, no need for your presence. And she walks up to you and Katra, Riho, and she's got her hand kind of clasped like this, like she usually does. And she says, "That was quite the show, Riho. Quite the spectacle. You know how to bring people to a place of worship. I appreciate that. Would you mind if I had a word? Can congratulate you, of course."
Sure, and Riho, I guess, will hand her the microphone.
An unexpected guest.
There we go. Yeah, go ahead.
What's this? An unexpected guest has arrived into the ring. Is that Ivana de Leon has arrived here after the match? Let's hear what she has to say.
There's no cheers from the crowd, but there also are no boos because you think people are afraid to boo rather, for whatever reason. And
If Buso's cockpit is still open, he's just gonna say "fuck this bitch" audibly.
I mean, you're like kind of far off from the arena, but yeah, you can say that. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't care. Me and my slaying warriors are gonna be the lone dissenters.
Yeah, they start, the people on your mech. They're like, "Yeah, fuck her."
Yeah, that's fucking right.
And one of them throws a beer bottle into the water.
Don't pollute. Don't make me come down there.
And then Keith, you start to see this on television as folks are kind of like, and there's a lot of slander on your end about Ivana de Leon. Everyone in the shop is pretty much cursing her name and saying she's shit and saying that she's like a pompous daddy's girl that gets too much for her. Anyways, Ivana de Leon goes into the mic and she says, "My fellow Tinoans, I am so grateful we can gather here today. With the tragedy of Yakto's dagger and the horror of Chibodi wrought upon us so recently, it is good we can rejoice," and she points out to Riho and Katra, "for our heroes. As many of you know, King Manuel Yemez, the wicked soul that he was, sought to slander the name of your champion here, and the other Lancers in her employ, or with her. and I am here to publicly admonish all of those slanderous claims about Rio's involvement in Yakuto's dagger. We all know there was an attempt, King Manuel Yemes, to gather power, and with people like Rio, entertainers, heroes like Rio, we can make Tiano a better place. So let's all live out graciously and give our thanks for Rio and Union. And she's just asked the crowd to cheer on your name. And she looks at you, Riho, and she kind of like puts the mic down. She says, "That is quite a show. I wish the best for you." And then she walks away.
Rico just like it calms into to Buzo and it's like, man, half of the fucking claims that she's now denying came from her.
I trust nothing
She's like,
here.
Classic
publicly announcing
manipulation.
that none of that shit is true. It was her, the one that was saying it. God damn it.
So yeah, she took this opportunity to flip the script.
But if I'd said no, she can't talk, then it would have been back to us being the bad guys. Like,
Yeah.
that was such a shitty position to be in.
I would like to take control of the situation of my Groot slaying and make some dissenters.
Centers?
Or dissenters. Get them really on the other side of like, no, this is all just this was her riding on the winds of Riho. Like, this is the equivalent. Okay. I want to paint this as her basically being the fucking Bill Clinton guy at the video game awards. Like, why are you here? Why did you show up? Yeah.
Who stepped in front of Elden Ring?
Yeah. I would like to thank my rabbi. Yeah, I want to paint her out as that.
Okay. I mean, doing it from, I mean, it'll be more of like a, God, the words are not coming to me today, but you will get people together, but it won't change the outcome. That's what I'm trying to say. People will kind of like.
I am fine with that so long as that it will turn into a thing and maybe there will be another dissenting voice. Because even if someone else brings it up, like, yeah, she did say that, but there's also like, I don't know, 5% of the population that thinks that, you know, she was riding their coattails. I don't know. I want to make a statistically significant enough difference. Sow some seeds of hate.
Do you guys think there's anything that you may have gotten in previous sessions that would help you throw hate? Because I don't think Ivana de Leon's been implicated personally. She's never said anything that's been recorded, but you guys can, like, it's always been either Helena, Bria, or I think that's or just gonna like they're just gonna shit on her name without any like that.
I'm just gonna literally make it out to be like.
He's just being a hater.
Yeah,
all right.
It's the most barefaced.
Is there a being a hater?
Yeah,
trigger?
This is the most barefaced political move of like, why are you fucking here? You didn't open the ceremonies. This had nothing to do with. Literally just came in and was like, by the way.
Do you want to roll?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, give me a roll. I think it's gonna be take an accuracy because you've now at this point created a buoy of rebellion on top of the back of your Groot slaying that a lot of people have gathered on. So it's going to be 11.
Haters unite.
Nice.
Yes.
Haters unite with the 19. I would say you get a good group of 190 people that have gathered around your Groot slaying and have in part started to graffiti the side of like slanderous kind of like X marks over the picture of Ivana de Leon.
Good.
And they start.
This was Riho's day.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, with that, there are no other kind of events kind of going on here. Some of the security around Shibodi City that is automated, and some of the DSEC, which is working with the security here. That is being automated by a NHP of unknown origin. Actually, you guys know who it is. It's Heartbreak and Colbicon.
Yay!
Are securing people to their zones and making sure that nothing kind of unruly breaks out. Ivana de Leon is kind of like left the ring and she gets out. And the wrestling match went off without a hitch. No bad stuff
Yes.
happens. Good job, team. Everything goes off
Bam!
real well. Boom. Cool. You
We
guys
did
know.
it. We have achieved wrestling.
Yeah, but cheap wrestling, exactly. You guys know. Well, actually, Riho, are you doing anything afterwards, or immediately afterwards, or?
I can guess of
I
one
feel-
thing.
I feel like Riho would actually try to be present for a while after the event to like greet fans and like anyone that felt like they could come to shore or whatever to the docks.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so there's a couple folks, if they're not being escorted from the place from by Kultulkan, or the burgeoning Kultulkan, but the for real like NHP Heartbreak, and they're kind of like, they're all of them are asking. You don't have enough hands to give all these people the autographs. There were some 200 something thousand people here, and the few that can get to you are borderline about to rush the shit out of you. So yeah, you have a couple of bodyguards around, kind of keeping folks back. And Katra kind of like picks you up on one hand and puts you on their shoulder, like right here, and so you're above the crowd on Katra's shoulder.
That's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just I don't know. I guess kind of like she's kind of just like putting her hands out like so that she can kind of like, I don't know, this sounds creepy, but like touch as many people as possible. Like, you know, like when famous people are like
You just touch fingertips,
like that.
fingertips. You graze fingertips. A lot of you graze fingertips with a lot of people. And Buzo and Rico and Kiza, as we fade to black, you all see kind of like a postcardy image of Riho kind of grazing her fingertips with a sea of thousands of people that are like cheering on her name.
This is very biblical. Okay, my fellow haters, I must go, and I would like to sink into the lake.
Yeah. Oh,
I assume
Kelsey,
I'm water type.
You're a video pause. Let me see if I can do this. Is Thursday there? Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Sweet. So yeah. By the way, Vince, if you want to draw an image, that'd be a really cool image to draw of Riho.
Wow, okay, maybe I'll do that.
No,
Listen,
no.
I gotta finish your fucking cover,
Fuck
and
that
we have been
Come out when it goes out.
we have been addicted to several different games over the man.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll draw it. I can draw it.
No!
I'll draw it.
I'm nearly done. Anyways, I'll work on it.
Cool. So yeah, we get that as it fades to black, and we'll say we will pick up a few days later, at least a day out from the summit that you guys have organized, with Akiza arriving in Chibodi City, or in Chibodi City. Akiza, you are with Fatum as she'll meet you at the being rebuilt uplift station. Akiza, as you arrive, you get another question from a nondescript source you recognize as Heartbreak's old signal.
Cardio Con.
This one is another yes or no question, essentially, and it says structure or entertainment.
Entertainment, because entertainment is information reflecting back at itself. I think fun, joy is the essence of information. It's the ultimate useful form of information, beyond the material world. So yes, fun.
Okay, I think the last one was pretty much a question of strict or not strict.
Yes.
And this one you chose not strict, if I remember correctly. And this one is entertainment.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You get a confirmation kind of on your data slate, and it kind of comes out, and then Fatum says, "Did you say something? Remember, your mission's on tomorrow. Are you talking to yourself, Akizva?"
I'm used to not having to talk to myself, I guess. It's hard after years of not being alone that it's just me. I mean, obviously you're here. I'm sorry.
Well,
I just need to get my head on straight before this.
Well, let's get it on straight, because what's before you is the summit, the organization of this planet's leaders. I hope it goes off well. I was a bit concerned by Ilvania's comment, or her statement yesterday. She seems untrustworthy. Is that just me?
No, she's absolutely untrustworthy. But she's setting this up. She's hedging her bets. I think she wants to control how she's seen depending on how things go, so that she always comes out on top. But Fatum, I need you to know that the summit isn't really what's happening. Like that's not the important thing. The rest of the lineup
We'll have another play.
The rest of the lineup and I are going on a secret mission, and I gotta be honest, things could get pretty difficult.
What would you have of me? Of Infakane?
I want you to leave. I want you to take all the information that I've gathered and knowledge of where Heartbreak is, and I want you to make sure that information gets to Cradle.
Sorry, I cannot do that. My commitment is to this planet, but I will ensure that your message gets free by ensuring you make it out alive.
I hope you're right.
There's another request I had for you. I'm sure you have, as you mentioned, your other missions, but I suspect there's another way to solve this problem. Hearing what Valandi Leon had said about King Manuel Yemez, we all know what happened. Possibly, if they're still alive, breaking them out of the House of Smoke's clutches, which I assume they are, might be an opportunity for us to let him give a public testimony.
Yeah. That could definitely help. But unfortunately, as part of the deals that we've made, I'm not sure if the king is our top priority. We're trying to handle this in one fell swoop. And at the same time, re-empower Teist and Helm.
Got it. So she'll say, very well. I thought I might give you an option, but I see your mind is set. I will tell you, I will go to this summit representing Infakane and our priority in the system. I am told that Becca will be there as well. The Msijo you all met. The Mhalanga you all met. The MP Mhalanga you all met. We must represent Infakane's interests in Bozo's absence. The House of Smoke will be there. House Karai will be there. And all the other constituents and representatives of this planet. There will be much exchanged. And I fear Infakane's greater interests in the Indo at large may be at stake. And what she means by that, and she'll send something over to your data pad, and it's, you know that Queen Shumakane went on a mission on the Ipisan freighter Cologne with a bunch of other civilizations, very similar to what's going on with the KTB on Tiano, but with different corporations who have had really bad colonial contracts with nation states. Rebellions have happened, and now they're kind of like looking to negotiate their autonomy with Infakane's backing. And Fatum thinks that the Elvana de Leon may be eyeing at negotiating Tiano's independence by stopping that mission that Infakane is going on, because this is a microcosm for a larger kind of event, and they've only really had success from what Fatum can send you and what she understands. The KTB rather has only had a lot of success with causing dismay and then looking for a negotiation platform with Tiano. So that's what she suspects. She suspects a lot of like political plays, and she wants you to be aware of those.
Makes sense.
Okay. You do anything else prior to?
Nope. I think that's good.
Okay. What about the rest of ya? What y'all's doing? Can you guys see this map?
Yeah.
Djibouti City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
I think Rico's just doing the same stuff he's been doing. I don't think we have anything in particular special to do.
Right on. Rico, I'll say you are, as you're probably, I would imagine you're probably like making sure, checking your gear, making sure like your heart's ready, your mech's kind of ready and stuff. And you get you get caught up by an errant Ilyana Yemes who is looking for Riho. And
Okay.
she catches you kind of doing what you're doing. And you see her kind of a little bit more a lot more put together actually, and then more like kind of like regal kind of business clothes, negotiation clothes. And she says, "Excuse me." She says it really quietly. "Excuse me. Excuse me."
Yes.
Oh,
What can I do for you?
Rico, have you seen Riho? I know her match was yesterday.
I haven't seen her since. I believe I saw her last night after their match, but I don't think I've seen her since.
Well, I wanted to.
Do you need help finding her?
Yeah, could we?
Sure, I'm sure I can contact her right now. What do you need her for?
Well, I wanted to talk to her about the summit because she understands that Ilyana is going there to speak on behalf of you all and the unit, like the sanctity of Teist, kind of with the tentative backing of Harash, with the tentative backing of Beyond, and with the tentative backing of Yantho. But she's nervous about that support.
Okay. Sure, I'm sure I have a way to contact Riho and get the two of them together. Seems important.
She hasn't answered my last 3 calls. I'm guessing she's busy.
Busy.
No comment.
Sure, I can contact her. If this seems like it's probably important, you're going to go be speaking on her behalf tomorrow. So let's, yeah, sure, I can contact her on a more private channel.
Maybe you can help me with my speech. She's busy.
I'm not so good at these speeches.
Sure, you have to be good. You're with Riho. She must have rubbed off on you at some point.
Ooh. Making a lot of
I am good.
assumptions.
I am good at putting shields on people. I am good at shooting things with a laser. Public speaking is not my forte.
Well, all I'm asking is for a shield of words. Maybe something. She kind of looks at you and she like points to a certain line of her speech and she's like, I need a different phrase for that to convey the dismay of Djibouti. She's like looking for like, Rio's obviously indisposed, so she's looking for you for help.
Okay, what is this thing you want to fix? What's going on?
Well, I have to do an opening speech for the summit to illustrate
Right.
the validity of Teist.
That's the whole. You want me to help you with the whole thing? I thought you had a specific sentence.
Well, it's
Okay,
just, a specific point, but yeah, if you want to look at the whole thing, yeah, we got how much money.
That's not. Okay. Sure. What is the thing that you were having trouble with? What's the part
she just tells you the part. It's about conveying dismay. That's what she wants. She wants advice on how to convey dismay.
How would I?
How would you do it? How would you do it?
Rico, I think I would. He's looking at his own hand that's like got 2 mechanical fingers to remind him always to use proper lab safety. I think it's important to. You could talk about what's been lost. make sure it's never forgotten. And even though the things that have been lost can be remade, it won't be the same, but it can be just as good. That's how I would say.
That's some really good advice. that's some really good advice.
He says, looking at his mechanical fingers that are maybe just as good as real fingers. Who knows?
All right, Ileana. Ileana says, "All right, I think I can do something like that." Rio, I don't think I've talked to you a lot, but I respect you. And then she walks off to go.
Well, I respect you too.
Yeah, she walks off, and you probably this is some time after the conversation with Riho. You see Fatum kind of like put her arm out to bring Ileana to her because they have to get to the summit.
Okay.
Gabby.
And then Buzo and Riho, where y'all at? What's some after match bullshit you doing?
This is like the next day, right?
Yeah, next few days. So summarize a few days. Can we all just like?
I'll be right back.
All right. Can we all just assume what happened and just say nod our heads?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The nasty happened. After the nasty happened, what happened?
They would have gone on some big old gay date and like, I don't know, like tried to help like people in the community. Because that's, I don't know, that's the extension of like what they were doing to like do the match and like, yeah.
The lesbian
Okay.
date that goes on for 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we probably
It's
get
totally a thing. Ask some lesbians that you know, it's totally a thing.
Oh,
They
really?
just don't
Okay.
end.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get a montage of you guys doing community service with spending days with the fans. So you have you're sharing your Riho fans with Katra heavy gear now, and so you're having some heavy gear fans, and maybe some of them start making improvised emblems that have your signature like little masquerade mask with a gear sign behind it or something.
Aw, cute.
Yeah.
Vince, you should draw that.
Maybe I will.
But yeah, you guys are out doing that with the city. I would say there's no like primary mission stuff you guys are doing other than just kind of spending a day with the fans. And then Buzo, what you got going on?
After doing the cultural exchange with Noah of this is what wrestling is, I guess I'm going to go because I still have more dollar bead things to fill out, don't I?
Yeah. Actually, we should really just do this like a downtime.
I mean, yeah, that was.
Go ahead and give me a downtime roll.
I guess would this be word on the street since aren't I supposed to be just like retelling what's happened on this planet?
Yep. In your own words, yeah.
Then I tell my words with Noah as my rapt audience, catching him up on everything.
Let me pull up the book because I can't remember what the rolls mean.
I'm a little hungover after wrestling. What doth life?
What did you get?
I got a 9.
Oh my god.
So that's
You still get a success, but I think it's I can't remember what the what you call it is.
This is Noah getting real hung up. Wait a second, so there were fucking bugs on this planet? There's just big giant bug things living in a valley? Are we not touching on that again? Are they outside of the cities? And I'm like, no, Noah, shut the fuck up. This is not a story about bugs.
Spine warpers, that's what they're called. Yeah,
Yes.
They're fucking weird.
Yeah, we kind of dropped those on the floor. Maybe that's what I get distracted by. I have to explain to Noah. No, the giant killer bugs aren't important.
That was a hard combat too. Those things are nasty.
Yeah, if those things start overbreeding, the planet is finished.
Oh no, Tice was in charge of controlling the population. Tice has been out of commission for weeks, and now they're taking over the planet.
Yeah, we're missing out a big negotiation tactic of rolling up and being like, we need Dice to take care of the spine warpers.
Yeah. So not unless your story falls on deaf ears, as Noah is uninterested by your story, you lack inspiration, or okay, it either falls on deaf ears or you lack the inspiration to tell it. You spend this time reflecting on the purpose of your story and gain 1 accuracy on your next record oral history action.
Okay. Fine by me.
Yeah. You chose the big one. You chose a 6-second clock, right? I think you have
Yep.
2 seconds on it. Dope. Okay. Cool.
Next time.
Next time. So, with that, you. Oh wait, Nikizwa, what were you doing? Oh yeah, we talked. You talked to.
Batum.
So with that, we will wake up with you all the next morning. Well, the morning of the summit, with a mission briefing from I think Harash.
Ooh.
Pisha. So I think that's the only person that you guys know that knows what you guys' mission is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like what it exactly is.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Fatum knows.
Fatum.
Now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So let's find us some Harash Pisha. Actually, Fatum will join Harash. Mission 3. Caliphate of Pisha. Fucking Caliphate of Pisha shows up. Oh, give me a second. Oh, let's take a break real quick and then I'll look for this shit.
All right. Perfect.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Break.
Break.
Burke.
Look for this shit.
Well, I'm not surprised that Riho won. I kind of wish you lost.
That's rude.
Why are you saying that?
Because it would have been exciting and strange.
That would have been really strange, you're right. Yeah, pretty strange.
Just reading all my talents, make sure I don't forget anything.
And then what do you Kako did in it, right? In a way, she,
The real wrestling match was the girlfriends you made along the way.
yeah. Was the real estimation was the fight after the fight.
The I guess the belt was the friends you made along the way. Would have been better.
Oh my god, field guide, max maps, music, places. Where did I keep Wayne's art? Can I find this fucking... Oh, there it is. Oh, did I delete that shit? That was stupid. Let me upload this shit real quick.
We get some oofs in the chat.
Oof. Oofda. It's a Minnesota thing. It's so fucking irritating. People will say oofda. I messed up. Assets.
Activation.
Bingo. Yes, whatever. No. Insert. Boom. There we go. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay. There we go. Cool. All right. Use the bathroom real quick.
Holy shit. Yo, I heard you. I heard you. You didn't wash your hands.
Dude, you did such a good job when we were doing that siren song stuff. I was like, there's moments I was like, I fucking hate these people. Like you did a really good job. Like with Pet Nook, you did it, and then like with Professor Doctor, I was like, I hate these people. They're terrible. I thought that was really good, dude. Really good.
Well, you wrote some really terrible people.
Yeah, but I mean, so when you're doing like the pet, because like Pednick was like this doctor who is just completely infatuated with his like designs and stuff, and the way you're like doing it, where he just like kept on talking and just like kept on going on and on about like how awesome this shit was. I was like, this is exactly how I envisioned him. Like exactly, it was really good.
I'm doing my best.
Killing it.
I got a lot to read before the next session, actually, now that I think about it.
I have a question for you. Do you
Actually,
do you have the headcanon that Tomo sounds exactly like Bootsy Collins? Because that's the only way that I can see him now.
I don't know who that is.
Just it's
Yes.
Bootsy, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of talks like this.
Wow.
Just always,
You know, I hadn't.
kind of high pitched, but
I-
kind of like with swagger and a little bit of like a lisp. Bootsy Collins sounds like a fucking alien.
I thought that I sort of gave him the sort of stereotypical, like, I mean, Trey's signature high-pitched Vakane voice. Like,
you did a good job.
Damn.
Yeah, you did a good job. Yeah.
He talks like this and makes sure that you always understand every single syllable of his speech.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
That's very menacing.
Yeah, the way you did Tomo, I was like, that's spot on too. You're like efficiency and accuracy.
I require both.
That's such a dick. Alright, I gotta order some pizza real quick.
and then Unida Gonzalez is just Rico's voice again.
Yeah, I caught that.
With a name like that, yeah.
I'm
Yep.
surprised nobody did the downtime action. Go see them.
Yeah. But the players don't exactly know, you know, what they're getting out of the
Exactly.
things. So
Yeah.
they're just doing what feels right.
Let me see. I need to order me some Schmitza pizza. What happened to...
That's great because, please, one of our buddies is actually trapped there.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, heavy rain. Oh my God.
There's definitely a different kind of group of people that go to Burning Man now from the West Coast. I don't know. Nick's from Colorado. That might change it.
Yeah. He's just like super chill. Yeah. Yeah. That's accurate. But no, he's fine. He's like, we all had plenty of water and like there's enough food. Like people are freaking out for nothing. He's like, there might be some people that are like, you know, struggling or whatever. He was like, but nobody in my vicinity is.
Well, I mean, I feel like if they anywhere they start eating people, I think Burning Man would be very appropriate. But how?
What? Are they trapped there? What happened? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dry riverbed, so.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. I didn't know any of
It's like
that.
only rich people go to Burning Man, though, right?
It, damn, saying that to me. Yeah. I regret not going to Burning Man like 10 or 15 years ago when they had the DDR machine hooked up to a flamethrower and they let you play in a fireproof suit because it seemed more like a bunch of carnies having a rave in the desert. But I definitely get that it has gotten more corporate over the years. Like apparently they had to ban the whole like corporate angle that you are so pissed about. That was apparently several camps that would sell like glamping packages, and they had to ban all of them from the park. So like, oh yeah, it was weirder 15 years ago.
Yeah, I thought only rich people go there. Interesting. I want to do ayahuasca. I feel like me and Ryan know nothing about any of this, and I find peace.
Yeah, I don't really know. I've never really been interested in Burning Man.
Burning Man is yeah.
Did you go?
I don't know.
I thought it was just a place for people to go listen to music and do drugs.
There's better LARPs that you can go to.
LARPs.
It's a what if a LARP in a music festival had a baby in the desert and you set a giant stick effigy on fire at the end of it.
Y'all, I have a question.
Preach.
I have one thing I can fit into my mech. Would you rather help me do more what would you rather have me do for you? Help you do more AoE damage or help you keep enemies away from you? That's how I was feeling.
I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Riho wants to be near people, but
she has ways.
But you can just leave me out. Also, I can
it's a thing I can put
distance.
on people to make you statically charged, so that when somebody tries to approach you, they have to sit down.
You're approaching me, Dio.
I also have like ranged grappling at this point, so it's fine.
Ranged grappling sounds to me like like what's that one?
I can
fucking...
pull them to me
Scorpion
if I play it right.
Yeah.
So
it's Scorpion.exe.
That's true, but I was thinking it like multi-track, like ranged grappling has the same energy to me as multi-track drifting.
Yep.
It's just Armored Core.
I don't know why. But yeah, cool. I will make sure that it's hard for the bad guys to come grapple us again.
I'll make sure you update your code.
I did.
Okay,
yes.
sweet.
I didn't. Yeah, this is I already had that on, so I don't have to change anything.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead and grab it. Yeah, go ahead and grab it.
Get the spaghetti.
Dude, I haven't made spaghetti in forever.
Everyone's having spaghetti
Touch
today.
up my spaghetti.
I'm having cheesesteak pizza from the pizza restaurant.
I don't know how I
Oh my
feel
god,
about
dude!
that.
So I went on this. It wasn't a speed dating. It was one of my best buddies here, and we went to this like jigsaw dating thing yesterday. And I've never been to like a communal dating thing. It was kind of interesting. So,
Jigsaw dating?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
It was okay. It's just a company that hosts dating things around the states, and it was pretty low effort. They didn't have any fucking activities really. It was just people there, and so there was like the guy to girl ratio was like 80% girls, 20% guys, and I got there, and me and my buddy were talking to some ladies in line or whatever, and then we started to talk to a couple other ladies or whatever, and then I started playing cornhole with my buddy, and these two girls approached us. This girl was fucking trash. She was like a little skinny hairdresser lady, and she was like,
talking about random shit, and she was just saying a whole bunch of like very like not PC things. I was like, why did you come here? You just came here to get drunk to like say like wild and crazy things.
Don't
Like,
question the alcoholic.
yeah, and then what happened? What else? Then she was like heckling me for why I didn't ask her for her number. I was like, you said some pretty not great things about genders and race that I just wouldn't be about. And so yeah, that's how it ended. Was talking to this crazy person. She was cute though.
Dope.
She was cute though.
Unsuccessful.
Wild Slavi
Yeah,
Navi
say.
avoided.
It was yeah. Yeah, it was unsuccessful. I talked to a cool lady. I think we're gonna go hang out, but definitely not like romantic at all. Yeah,
Man, I gotta say, I'm just very glad to not be dating.
dude, dating sucks.
Everything I hear about dating in
It
2023
sucks.
sounds
Fucking
miserable
sucks.
to me.
Fucking sucks. Fuck this. No, dating sucks, dude. Who are you meeting people? Well, I guess
You're the statistical outlier.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me. All women? Well, I mean, I think they're cool too, but I feel like
I see. That's
I
where you got me
generally like
because I don't like all women. I like some women,
Yeah.
but not all of them for sure.
I generally like all people, but when like I feel like my experience like dating has been someone's always hiding something. No,
It's a good move.
I'd be going in raw dog. I don't have no conversation with them. I'm like, let's just go hang out, and then I find out, oh shit, oh this is who you are. Fuck.
Oh, see when you said raw dog, I was thinking something else.
Me too.
I was like, whoa.
No, not that. I go no conversation, and I'm like, let's go hang out. Let me find out who you are. I'm like, oh fuck, oh god, no.
You gotta at least be able to have a conversation with them.
Oh, I'd have a conversation with him, but then like,
No, I think he's saying like there's
Like
no
beforehand.
pre-screening before
Beforehand.
going on a date.
You gotta
is what he's saying.
do a little screening.
but that's too much work. Too much work. Oh fuck. Okay.
It's
All
true.
well.
Yeah, I gotta.
And you're like, you know what? Hey, damn. Therapy. What?
I'm just surprised that you guys are so accepting of people as a whole. Because I'm like, man, I hate most people. I could barely tolerate a conversation with a normal person.
Mhm.
I need help.
I like people.
I know you're the statistical outlier in this house.
Yeah.
I am.
I
I also have enjoyed almost every date that I've been on. Like
Really?
a couple of them have not gone well, but like I've enjoyed dating. It's fun.
I got some
My-
stories.
I didn't do very much dating. I married
You lucked up.
my
though.
high school crush,
Yeah, you
so
lucked up. So.
Yeah, but you got Anna. So
Yeah, you lucked up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I did have some messed up relationships in college before, so but you know.
Yeah.
My two favorite dating stories out here were the one girl that said to me point blank word for word, I just don't get depression while on a date.
Ugh.
And I was like, I'm done. And the other one was, I was like, hey, I should go on a date with this girl. She seems cute. She seems fun. We should go on a date to a museum. And the museum's fucking its goddamn exhibit was like photos of black Americans and like the slave trade and shit, and we were just both of us looked at each other and were like collectively, the mood is ruined. This is very serious and we should probably pay attention here. And like we didn't really talk after that, but we were just like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
it's
not
not
the
nice.
place for a date.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a good idea for a date. And maybe like a 100th date.
I mean, at least, if anything, I at least got the green flag that, like, oh, you aren't a horrible person. You also agree that maybe we should just stop.
I had a terrible joke that I can't repeat around you guys, but
Okay.
Yeah, show's being recorded right now.
Something about BDSM. It's terrible.
You know what?
I'm BDSM.
BDS.
Yeah.
It's a missile that when it blows up, it just ropes. Like a Bond gadget.
I'm imagining I'm imagining a missile just done up in a leather harness to attach it to the plane instead of one of the.
That would be a good comic, a BDSM missile. All right. Anyways, Kelly, why are you judging us? Like Claire's just judging us.
I'm just entertained. It's fine.
Judging me is the correct thing to do most of the time. So
I like how you assume I'm judging. I'm just entertained.
I was looking at you shaking your head. I was like, she judging.
No.
That was funny.
it's all right. I'm always judging.
Okay.
Sometimes, not always. That's not true.
It's more the
wanna
reflection
say
of
that.
like these are people I consider my friends.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
For now.
I've accepted. Okay, a quick question. How much time do you guys have?
I'm good for the rest of the night.
I don't have to be anywhere.
Oh, y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
I'm feeling weirdly tired, but
No, you'll be all right.
I'm
You're
fine.
good. All right, I don't care about
I will be all right.
that.
Yeah.
I will choose to ignore that.
I am giving you permission to ignore that.
Nice. All right, cool. We're in it for the long run. All right, cool. So let's cut back in 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome
Hey,
back
we back.
from our break.
We did it.
So, as we cut in, we will cut into our pilots, as you all are making preparations to leave Chibodi City and arrive on Yakto's Dagger, the place of the summit. As you all...
Wait, did you find the thing that you were looking for?
I definitely did.
Was the reason?
Definitely
Okay.
did. Yeah, thank you.
Wait a minute, weren't we not going to Yakto's Dagger and we were going to go straight to?
We got to go to Yakto's Dagger because that's where the thing is.
The portal or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
right. Okay.
Yeah, we just found that out.
So, as you all are loading your mechs up into the bay of, we'll say that Portia has brought along you guys' Manaka.
Hey.
And you find so conveniently parked in your Manaka. I think I still have the MLB. I still do have it, yeah. But it's like not like I need to make a new image of the Manaka that's like more like less. Oh, we're a family, and then more of like this is serious.
Fair.
Here we go. I'll move you guys over.
Ooh.
You guys remember this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You go grab
The
your-
boat.
Go grab your stinking pilots.
That can barely fit all of us in it now.
Oh my god, yeah, you guys are like fat,
Yeah.
wide-bodied.
I take up the whole hangar in the back.
Boop. All right, throwing you guys down there. And then Chibodi, let me get. Oh yeah, here I have these people already. All right, cool. So place yourselves where you are, where you should choose to be. And as you all are getting your mechs loaded up in their new gear and whatnot.
Wait, there's two of me.
Oh, really? Let me delete one. Bye. Go away. You get deleted.
To the Shadow Realm.
To the shadow. Oh, wait. You guys were on here. Okay.
We were.
Yeah, on the right. All right. Let me delete them. I'm not going on there. I knew I put you guys there. Get out. Get deleted. Yeah, you guys are on the right. Cool. So you guys are making your upgrading, putting your mechs into the respective hangars. You all get a ping on your Omni slates to come into the room, right? Exactly where Rio is at. I think that's the comms log room. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But I was cooking.
What is that room for?
Uh,
You said comms log?
yes. Oh, your comm. I said comms log, but it's like your communication room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I originally designed it to be like a weird diplomat room, so it's got seating and shit. Look at how much
Okay.
hubris just appeared on screen.
So you see two people pop up on your screen, and it's Fatum, of course, and Harash Pisha. And Fatum starts in and says, Good. Looks like you all are ready. And she looks around the room. Is everyone there?
Yeah.
Good. Looks like you all are ready. Harash briefed me on the mission, the one that you all agreed upon, to infiltrate the Plymouth Rock, which is located on Yakto's dagger. I must warn you, the island itself, the islands itself now just broken in two, is under strict security from the GDK. Breaking into the rock, from what I tell, will be an arduous task of sneaking past House of Smoke guards and two other important, important House of Karai blue veils. They accompany the mountain python. They are esteemed warriors within the House of Karai. You all will need to sneak past them and make your way to the center underground crater, where you can access what Harash knows to be the entrance to the Plymouth Rock. And then Harash will chime in and say, and if you can, kill everyone in your way. Make sure there are no survivors, but also make sure you are not discovered. If you are discovered, our negotiations at the summit will be in turmoil and risk. So act deftly and swiftly. And then out of character, Buzo, this is literally just a copy from the Army Corps mission.
Is it so?
Oh.
It is. It's a copy of two Army Corps missions in one.
I had a suspicion, but
It's two. But it worked so perfectly. I was like, "What is
It
better idea
does.
than I had? I'm just gonna use it." I'll say anyway. That's what they say.
All right, I'm only halfway through, so let's see if I recognize this one.
You won't. It's
Actually, I have no
it's a
idea how far
combination
I
of
am.
two missions. You probably won't. So yeah, that's what they say to you guys, and so they give you the lay of the land. There's gonna be a lot of names, so tell me to shut up if you want me to stop. Ilyana Yemez is gonna be there, opening up the summit and talking about the reason you should all come to Tice and why Tice is still alive and yada yada yada. Gian Sola from the Rebels of the Trade Company of Bria will be there supporting Ilyana. Yanthos C, which is a replacement of Queen Shumakane, will be supporting Ilyana. Ilvana de Leon will be at the summit. She'll be with the House of Smoke, two dignitaries, two lords from the House of Smoke, Lord Bella and Lord Reyes. You suspect Akiva that they'll be there to negotiate around some greater political things that are going on between Infakani and the GDK. A mountain python will be at the summit. You don't really know what House Karai wants, but you know the mountain python will be there with his two blue veils. And Ilyana, King Yemez will not be there because he's in prison. And Becca and Fatum will be there to pretty much observe and see what's going on. If you want to, with any other additional information that you know, position or convince or advise how the summit is going to go off, now's your time to do it. Other than what you said, Rico, about something lost. If you want to provide any more like feedback, or not feedback, but like, sway in your direction.
I have a stupid question.
Go for it.
Is it possible to somehow leak information to the mountain python that we're going to be there so he could leave the summit?
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like he seems full enough of pride and hubris that he would want to chase us down, or someone would send him to chase us down.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Are we sure? Wouldn't we want him not to be the place where we're going? We want him distracted. The summit, right?
You know you don't want to be noticed in what you're doing because that would danger what's going on at the summit. You want the summit to go off without
If he finds out where we're going, then he's just going to tell Ivana, right?
For sure.
We don't. He is least useful running his mouth at the summit. He didn't seem very charismatic to me. Seemed more like the kind of person that would kill us in our mechs.
Harash will, if you say that out loud, Buzo, Harash will be like, Tell you what, leak the information and kill him in transit. One more Kraken dog dead. Make it easy on us.
I almost want to agree to that, but then I would be agreeing with Arash. I don't know.
What's Harash's favorite sandwich? Just so I can shit on it. Like,
Watch will be like, I like Reubens. Fuck, I like them too.
Yeah. Oh, there's also Oscar and Akuli and Qualar, who you can do whatever you want them to do. They're pretty much just gonna guard the summit in you guys' absence.
I kind of want them.
yeah, I feel like that is.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe with them there, I don't have to worry too much about the mountain python being at the summit. Because I was mostly worried at first, oh, here's like a combat monster sitting in a room with a bunch of like twiggy diplomats. But if we have our own muscle there that we can trust, then I am less worried. Actually, shit, we have Katra Sinclair. Like, why don't you get your girlfriend to be a bodyguard?
Katra's probably sleeping in a hangar in a mech bay.
We do have 5 rooms on the.
Yeah, what do you think Katra's doing?
We do have 5 bunks.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably either like working out somewhere, trying to regain her strength still after feeling so weak from getting sick. Realistically.
Okay. If you're okay, actually, we'll say she's probably back at Djibouti while you guys are going on your mission, so she won't be with you.
That makes sense.
Okay.
We aren't moving in yet. We aren't at that stage.
World's slowest lesbian relationship.
Slowest lesbian relationship. We haven't gotten the U-Haul yet.
Oh my god. All right. I'm learning so much. So yeah, what do you guys? Any kind of preparations you guys want to make prior to it? And if you want the explanation of the mission in a more like common language, I can.
Yeah, that would help a little bit, I think.
Okay, yeah. So literally, what you're going to do is the GDK is guarding the entrance to the entrance to the entrance of the Plymouth Rock. You guys need to break through their defensive line under the cover of night and not be noticed. So there's some weird battle mechanics that are going to be a part of it, which is pretty much start your turn within sensors range of one of the NPCs, and if they do catch you, if they start their turn with you when you started your turn, after you started your turn in their line of sight, they're going to notify some other people, and you guys will be found out.
Okay.
All right. Hey. Oh, wait. No, I don't have that anymore. Never mind.
You know, would it be possible to maybe prepare something on the Manaka that would spoof our transponders to make it look like we're on board our ship? That way, if there is something caught out, maybe that can cause some confusion, and we won't immediately.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep. I would think you guys have enough time to make 3 preparations, and if you want that to be one of them, that's fine.
Yeah, I think Akiva wants to get into the signal room and start looping. He's gonna hard encode it with tapes, and so this way, sensors can do a lot of things, but if the information isn't digital, then they have to just take the log for what it is. So spoofing our transponder codes on a tape is what he's doing. So he's in the communications room with these big, thick metal tapes that have like silver spools inside of them, and he's got the earphones on. He's in the studio.
It's very retro.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see Portia's there with you, helping you out. And I think, give me a roll, and we'll see if you can do it.
Right.
I'm gonna say the difficulty is gonna be 14.
I'm gonna say this is act unseen and unheard, since it's our stealth mission.
I like that.
Let's see what it does.
Oh,
nice.
Great job.
The crit.
All right, I'm gonna say the benefit, and you tell me if you think this is sufficient. I'm gonna say the benefit is that if you guys do get found out in this mission, so say you start your turn in someone's line of sight and sensors, and then they start their turn within like seeing you, that you could ignore 3 of those scenarios. 2, I'll say 2 of those scenarios.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
good
it's
to
just
me.
like a spoof that. Yeah. All right. Ignore 2 scenarios. Okay, cool. All right, so you spend your time doing that, and Harash and Fatum both agree. Harash more so agrees because he understands the tactical advantage of that. What about the rest of y'all? Harash will say, I have my caciques underneath the coast, ready to attack at a moment's notice. If you all do need help, the Caliphate will gladly take on any heat about attacking whatever people or whatever. So he pretty much says that they'll sever the distraction. You guys do, I don't know, they'll attack preemptively.
Is it possible?
Hopefully
for
that
us,
will not be necessary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it possible for us to talk him down from going loud? Because it seems like the last thing we would want.
Yeah, you can tell him not to bring his caciques. I will say Oscar is one of those caciques that had volunteered for his mission.
No, I mean bring them, but like
be fucking patient.
They're for defensive purposes. As in case one of the GDK people tries something shady, you know, if they decide to launch an attack on the summit or something like that, you should have your mechs ready. But I don't think we want you trying to preemptively strike them.
Okay.
We want them not worrying about anything.
Okay.
Ideally.
Cool. Well, I don't think if you want them to do, they're going to do that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything we can do to make our mechs more stealthy? Like perhaps reduce the sensor range of enemies for the purposes
I like
of this
that. That
thing?
sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. I would say your Manaka has a lot of those capabilities, so it has the necessary stuff you need.
Yeah, Rico just wants to try to, I mean, if we're doing this kind of thing, Rico would like to try to do some upgrades on our mechs, see if he can make them just a little bit quieter. Just like maybe for the purposes of the being spotted thing, maybe just like reduce the sensor range of enemy mechs.
By half?
Can you make my Groot sling show up on radar as a size 2?
Hello? Alright, I'll be down there in a second. Alright, I gotta go get pizza. I'll be right back.
Shaka Goods Pizza.
Taking a break, y'all. Cut this out.
Well, cutting out the pizza time.
God, now I want pizza. I'm hungry.
I got a cat in my lap.
I'm gonna be honest, when he said cut this enemy sensor range in half, I was like, that's way more than I was gonna ask for. I was like, by 1 or 2. He's like, cut him in half. I'm like, sure, yes. If that's what you'll give me.
Have any of you guys seen the One Piece show on Netflix, by the way, yet?
I've seen bits and pieces of it because Anna's watching it.
I've seen bits and pieces. I was like, huh, man. I sure wish Netflix didn't suck. This might be the one thing that finally gets me to care about One Piece. Because, I mean, Luffy, in my head, Luffy's always been Brazilian coded. And in the show, he's very Brazilian. So I'm just like, this is great.
One of my friends said, so like he actually tried to get into One Piece, like committed to reading 100 fucking chapters of the manga to get into it, and it was terrible. He was like, I don't understand why people like this. He couldn't watch any of the anime, like all that shit. And he's like, this fucking live action is actually like way better than anything else that he's like experienced from it so far, or from that franchise. Yeah. He's just like, what the fuck?
Be down. I just don't want to give Netflix my money, but I'm down for the show.
There are high seas that you can sail, my friend, and it makes total sense for a pirate show.
I don't care. I haven't cared. The last time I cared enough about pirating something to watch it was Foundation Season 1. Cared enough about watching something to pirate it, rather. It's fine. Although now I get Apple TV for fucking free. So
What you need to do is get a Hulu subscription and watch Little Demon, only available on Hulu because Anna
guess what I
worked
can't
on
get.
that.
Yeah.
Is it Hulu?
No, I can. My VPN works with it sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. It's
Oof.
okay.
It's
Just
fine.
Canadian
Skippy.
things.
Fuck an ad.
But I have access to every single episode of Murdoch Mysteries. Murdoch Mysteries goes hard.
I don't think
He's
I've
a
ever even heard of
steampunk
it.
detective in turn of the century
That's the
Toronto.
wrong address.
Yes.
Wow.
He went to the wrong address.
Yeah, he went to the wrong address. I guess he's I don't know.
He went to 69 420 Dankway instead of 420 69.
Hey, got him.
Ha cha cha.
He's gonna call me in like 15 minutes, so I'll leave out again. Okay, what were you
The
saying?
last time I ordered Uber Eats, I accidentally had it delivered to the hotel I stayed at instead of my house. Anyway,
You were playing on Thursday?
no. It's not important. Yeah, so we were talking about potentially reducing the
Back
sensor
in.
range of enemies.
Yes.
For the purposes of... Yes, we're back in. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
For the purposes of them seeing, detecting us, lowering the sensor range. I feel like if we're fighting, then they'll, have normal sensor range. But just for the purposes of detecting us, actually, there shouldn't be any fighting because we fail the mission immediately if they see
You
us.
don't
Right?
fail
So-
immediately. Reinforcements that you guys literally cannot handle. I mean, you might be able to handle. It becomes very deadly.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, that's what Rico would like to do.
All right, yeah.
Tell me how possible
I would
that is.
say you would be equipping your Manaka with chaff javelins that would deploy over the kind of defensive barricade around the entrance. So I'm saying it's going to be 14.
Okay. Well, let's. What do you say? Invent or create? Does that seem reasonable?
Seems perfect.
Some upgrading stuff.
Yep, sounds perfect.
All right, let me click on my dang character. Where did I put him? He's over here.
Beat it, Pudgy. Beat it. Beat it. Go lay down.
Your dog wants the GM.
He does. He comes. Come here, Pudgy. Step up. Ooh,
Hey,
a
I got the
20?
crit.
Holy shit. That's good. All right. So, let me see, the whole combat, you guys can reduce. You have chaff javelins. So it's probably you're taking hints from what. Wait, do you have the chaff launchers on your mech, Akiza? Still?
I don't think. Yeah, I do. I have adhesive chaff launchers.
Yeah. So it's like pretty much upgrading that ordnance to your Manaka.
Nice.
Very nice.
Dope.
Very nice.
All right, and we get one more thing.
One more weird thing you guys want to do. It can be something related to how people talk or how they convey their message. Mpakane, like Fatum and Becca, don't necessarily have an angle other than we're gonna be here if things fuck up.
Okay, so the way that the Dala beads work, they can help enhance the telling of a story, right?
Yes.
If they were able to use their Diala beads on the representatives from the Karakan trade baronies, would they be able to maybe feed us clues while we're in the base about like where things are or what we need to do by like their seemingly innocuous statements during these negotiations are actually like deeply encoded with references and things to their nefarious deeds?
So you just want to have like a play-by-play of what the House of Smoke people are doing?
Yeah, and
like Lord Bell and Lord Race?
I essentially wanted that, like maybe them, whenever they open their mouth, they're giving up vulnerable information that could then be passed along to us. Or are we not going to be able to? Yeah.
Okay. I think that works. I don't know if, let me see, would that require a roll? Play by play. Let's just roll for shits and giggles. I don't know of a reason why you wouldn't be able to do this automatically, but let's just do a roll. And just,
I think.
I think the role is determining whether or not we're able to interpret their messages to give us
or
valuable
whether
information.
or not
like that.
whether or not Fatum will put her ass out on the line for
she
us
definitely
without knowing what
she
our
definitely
mission is, because she doesn't know. We're just telling her to do it.
She will. All right. Yeah, she will. She will.
Okay, she's gonna do. I think then for this role, I still kind of want to do charm because I'm convincing her like to do this.
Okay. Yeah. Say 12. 12 sounds fair. Yeah. She probably doesn't want to do anything that would come off as Invacane having too heavy a hand, and that's where her reservation comes in.
So let's see what it is.
Holy fuck.
Hey, we got him.
Nearly the one.
Fatum,
Alright.
we've been through war zones and back. You know me. If I didn't have a good reason for this, I wouldn't ask you to trust me. We need this information, and I can't tell you why. I'm sorry, but I promise that when we're through, Fakane isn't going to have to worry about this planet anymore.
Very well, Akizba. You've proven your ability to use your tongue wisely. I agree. We'll do what you ask.
Thank you. All right, got the info. We're ready.
All right, play by play. So, how do you want that to play out? Are you just gonna ask me a question and I'll tell you?
Yeah,
something?
I guess it'll ask questions about things. I mean, it could be the same as like now we know we get a scan on some sort of objective or something if he's provided that or something. But I guess maybe one question per map.
Okay, cool.
All right.
One question per map. It's a really good reserve. All right, hold on. This guy's here again, so I'll be right back.
Godspeed.
He's leaving
hi
again.
again.
Let's break. Cut this out. None of this should be here.
If you're watching this on YouTube, put in the comments that Trey is slacking. I know there's been a time before I've definitely seen the break on YouTube.
Because sometimes our breaks are fun. I'm mostly just looking at this map that I completely forgot that I drew. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did put in emergency exits. There are fire extinguishers in every room with a hanger on this boat.
OSHA compliant.
It really is. That's how they get you.
So there's a lot of detail on this for sure. I was thinking about did you make the colors of the bed based on our colors?
Maybe.
Wow.
Yep, with one spare and our little washroom. I missed it.
Look at
Did
the
he come
baby.
in with a pizza?
He
got the pizza.
He's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We have pizza.
All right,
Pizza achieved.
pizza win.
And we're back.
Boom.
All right, so question per map. That sounds good. There's gonna be a lot of maps.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's gonna be
All
Ominous.
right, that means conserve your systems, y'all.
it's gonna be six encounters.
Good.
Oh
I'm
shit.
ready for the gauntlet.
Yeah. Gotta.
We've done it before.
Oh yeah, but this one's different. It might be different. Who knows? Cool. All right, so get the play-by-play. Fatum agrees. Harash agrees. And they will show you all what the dagger looks like. I mean, what Yaku's dagger looks like now. And can you see this?
Oh boy.
I have no token with vision.
God damn it. What about now?
Yep.
What in the
it
Silent
is.
Hill?
Ah, yes. This is Yakto's dagger.
So, different from the last Octo's dagger, the big crater wasn't in the middle. So where you guys?
I thought something was different.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks way different. There's trees, there's no trees. They're all blown out. And then the you get a readout from Harash, who tells you what the GDK's been doing since. That they've quarantined the main impact zone, which is partly flooded and partly stretches down super far down into kind of exposing the entrance into the entrance to the Plymouth Rock. Around this whole facility, GDK has started a fence line that pretty much is helping to quarantine the area, and they've asked a couple House of Karai blue veils to help monitor the border. If you guys are found out in your mission, those blue veils will come and they will kill you. Like, they're really strong. You can probably take them on, but they're really strong. Also here are around the island are makeshift kind of impromptu metal and plastic steel structures to house some of the plastic steel buildings that they've erected to hold where the summit is at and where the foreign embassies are at, and just some other buildings for like military personnel. So no one's actually on the island really, other than the GDK defense line, but most of the people that are arriving here for the summit and like all the administrators and folks are on these like plastic steel platforms on the.
I have a possibly stupid question. Can these prefab structures even support our mech's weight?
Yeah, they can support giant buildings, so you can put your mech. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. The way you were describing them, I was like, oh no.
Well, I will note though, you're a good target. Yeah. So, but the rest of the island is being monitored by little survey scout drones, RPV scout drones, but it's pretty much barren. Like most of the buildings and everything else has been kind of wiped away in the explosion. And Harash gives you the lowdown on that, and he says that the defense line is guarded by a series of operator class chassis, some simple Buthaka chassis, but there's an overwhelming majority of GDK defense. They really don't want anyone to come to this crater, and they're playing it off as you'll get Katra level radiation posing if you get close to it. So that pretty much the things that happen to Katra will happen. That's what they're saying will happen to people.
Luckily, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, you can cure this poisoning in a roll. But that's the long and short of it, as Harash finished explaining it. You guys have any questions about that?
Nope, I don't think so.
Nothing I can think of.
Yeah, I'm mostly wondering where we'll be coming in from.
You guys will be coming in as regular, kind of where you're getting checked and everything by the GDK, but you're shortly thereafter disappear. You'll be given like I don't know. I think a combination of your roles will let you kind of like spoof any person that's checking you guys to you'll be able to meander off and do your mission. Yeah, that works.
We do
Cool.
have full rank.
You have full rank. I'm not gonna make you roll. If you want to roll, you can. But I'm not gonna make you roll.
Okay.
So Fatum says, well, if it's settled then, we should head off. I will be venturing with
Let's go.
Ileana. Harash will serve as your mission control.
Okay.
Very well. I guess.
You're in my hands now, and I'll show you how the Caliphate does an operation.
Okay.
Just get us to your big fancy rock.
Let's go for it.
I'll get you to the rock. Make sure you do what needs to be done. All right. So they come out. And soon thereafter, your Manaka parts from Chibodi City and taking you guys over to Yakto's Dagger. I have this old map, but I haven't updated it. But I'm just gonna flash it for a little bit. So yeah, you guys are going over to the now for sure summit, not potential summit.
Boom.
Yay.
There we go. So
It's happening. We're doing it.
doing it. Going over here. Alrighty. So, as you little suckers arrive, you do see a bunch of other kind of boats and other instruments and ships kind of arriving on the island. You see big kind of survey instruments and vehicles kind of looking around the space. It's entirely changed from when you guys were last here. I think I have a little narrative exposition actually. Let's see. Do I? Oh, yeah. No, I already did that. Okay, cool. Never mind. So yeah, as you all arrive, you see exactly what I described. And Harash will say you won't be hearing him for a while because he has to participate in the summit. But once your mission starts, you'll hear from him. And you probably get a bunch of check-ins from others like Gian and Yanto and Fatum, and they just make sure like, everything's on the up and up. But as you guys dock, you're greeted by two House of Smoke administrators that are kind of like, not administrators, but like dock control or whatever. They're like kind of signaling you guys into to come and dock your Manaka at this location, and they send a comment to you guys' your ship's control, asking for registration, what you're here for, who you're with, type deal.
Makes sense.
And it's all using Karakan protocols, not the GDK protocols.
Yeah, this is straight up Karakan House of Smoke protocols.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess we can just pass on to everyone else to keep an eye on the Karakans. I don't know.
Okay. Well, you guys are probably here pretty early in the morning, and Harash has organized your mission to happen under the cover of night. So you'll be sitting here for a little bit. We can just kind of fast forward to the night, unless you guys want to do anything in the meantime before venturing out.
I guess we could rig the Manaka self-destruct just in case.
Don't say that out loud. Portia will be mad.
I mean, Portia doesn't want to get captured by the GDK.
That's also very true.
So, I don't know. I guess
Portia's a big boy. He knows how to blow himself up.
I guess we could try to review what footage, because we did have a bunch of footage from Yakto's Dagger that we released, to cover our own asses, remember? So what if we, maybe we could review that footage for clues, watch a little tape before the big game?
Yeah. I mean, what I remember from what you guys saw is that there was a giant bomb that happened, but before that happened, out of the sky was like fire and lightning and some mech patterns that deployed the bomb on like flying platforms. That's what I remember.
Weren't there 3?
Yeah, there are 3. Yeah.
Okay.
There's also three, including Nicole Kriya, the non-Python. There's 2 other blue veils from the House of Karai.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we can match up their changes, like with the silhouettes of the old footage.
Give me a roll that's 19.
Word on the street or get a hold of something?
I like get a hold of something.
I'm gonna get a hold of something. Big numbers.
Oh my god! Yes, Buzo, after much analysis, you are able to find out the following. Let me find these motherfuckers. I did not anticipate hearing this.
I mostly wanted to just confirm that they're the same as the guys that like caused everything on the dagger.
Yes, they look extremely similar, my friendo.
Neat.
So there's 4 images that get recreated from what you see. Not 4, 3 images. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna show you 2 because 2 of them are identical.
Okay.
The first of them is one of the blue veils of House Karai. They are very similar to what
General Greer.
Greer, yeah, very similar to what Greer used, except they look different. They look more oriented for melee combat, more so than what Greer was, like an upgrade of Greer. There's 2 of those. And then you see a more clear image of Nikal Kriya's mech. The Mount Paito.
Oh yeah, because he has a converted
That's
Atlas.
barely snake themed.
And so yeah, that's what you get from your images. And these are House Karai elite warriors. And I mean, you get a clear enough image to make you think that, okay, I'm pretty sure this is what I see, because it's not super clear. If you showed it to anyone else, they'd be like, I don't know, this looks fake.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna pitch it to everyone else that like this is what I think that we should expect. Super micro mini melee and 2 very strong, possibly Calendula based mechs.
Perfect.
Fucking
Very,
Shadow Realm bullshit.
very dangerous mecha.
All right.
Cold-blooded. So yeah, I think. Do you guys want to do the combat, or do you want to wait till next session?
I'm good to wait. I'm also good to hop into it, but I know that it's a little late for y'all.
We might.
I don't think.
I'm okay with waiting.
I think if we start it, yeah, I think I'd rather wait
Yeah, I think
until next session.
Yeah, I think I'd rather wait too.
Yeah.
If you guys are cool
Because
with it.
As much as I do, I just can't wait to shoot bad guys with my lasers.
the scene is set.
For some reason, I'm just.
Yes,
For some reason, I'm just super
I'll
tired.
go ahead and show you guys though too, so you can kind of peek at it.
Yeah, give us the where we're breaching, because that's the big thing. I'm wondering if we're starting on the same side as the like summit grounds or the foreign embassies, or where are we coming in?
It will be at the defense line, right at the precipice of the defense line.
Fine.
You'll be further into the island, and I'll show you the map. If I can get your tokens on here. Oh wait, I did Buzo's. I did the wrong token for Buzo.
You drag on my old school.
This giant fucking Groot slang. For some reason I couldn't fucking select it.
Groot slang. You know
All
what?
right, so this mission is called. This mission is called Silent Strike. Can you guys see this?
It's loading.
Yep, I see it.
Yep.
Wow.
I see it.
I see things.
You don't see any bad guys, do you?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what you'll see is that you're gonna have to avoid the sensors range of these mechs, starting your turn in the sensor range of these mechs. If you do get found out, you need to kill them or just exit their line of sight. And there will be a lot of there will be a decent amount of mecha. So
Yeah,
bad guys will come to the top and bottom.
I'm starting up here because that top area seems like the only place for me to go.
Yeah, but that will be it. Yeah, so I imagine as you guys kind of maybe the night comes, you get out of your mecha and your mechs, of your Manaka and your mechs, and are able to make your way to where you'll sneak into the entrance of this crater, and you see this kind of spotlights kind of waving in the distance. You have to avoid those too. And we can cut it there. Team.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a great one.